Welcome back, everybody. I am doing a cash stuffing of my daily spend envelopes. This is for the first paycheck of June. So I've already gone to the bank. I've got my cash in here, so I'll count that in a second. And then I'll go ahead and open this up because this has my breakdown in it right here. So here's what I'll be cash stuffing, and I'll also be putting back. So I had taken out my groceries envelope because I was just transferring that over into our combined account. But then I realized that I think we end up going over when that happens. So I think to help us better stick with our budget, I'm just gonna keep the cash in my wallet and kind of just do things that way. Hopefully that keeps us within budget. It was at the beginning. I don't know why I decided to switch over and not do that anymore. But we're going back to that at least until we can, I guess, get a better grasp on what is happening with that grocery budget. So let me go ahead and put this to the side real quick just so that we can go ahead and count the cash. There should be $625 that I have. Of course, when I go to the bank, they check everything, but there should be $625 in here. Put that to the side. And this little wallet envelope thing that I use when I go to the bank, I got from Christina Loves Planning. I haven't been on her shop website in a while, but I just assumed that she probably still has. So here's what I took to the bank. At some point, I will probably either make my own or buy the little like denomination tabs. Right now, I just use an old notepad and rip the pages out, and they find this very helpful when I give this to them. Normally, I would write the total on there. I just forgot this time, so that's what we have. So we should have 100, 100. We've got two 50s. We've got, should have 16 20s. 1, 2, and 16. I'm not the world's best cash counter or what have you. I've seen all those folks who can do it really quick. That is not me. So I should have 10 10s, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10. And then I should also have 1 5. So that should total $625 based on the math that I did before. I'm not going to count and make sure that it's $625. As long as the quantity of these denominations are there, it's $625. Okay, so now we're ready to do the cash stuffing. I'm just going to move this over here a little bit and open up my page for this paycheck and figuring out what goes into which envelope. I'm actually just going to take the page out of here and put it right here. So the first thing is the couch delivery. So I don't actually have, this isn't a daily spend category. It's just a category I need to get cash out for because we're having a couch delivered and we have to pay the delivery fee in cash. So I'm just going to put that in my bin here where I usually keep all of my sinking fund envelopes. I'm just going to leave it in there. And the couch delivery is 140, so I just need 100 and 2 20s for 140. So I'm just going to put that with the rest of the cash that I have for this. And when the movers arrive, I can just pay them. So that is probably just the one thing that on this list that is not one of my categories. So the next category is actually going to be groceries. And like I said, I need to put back the grocery envelope. And I just had it in this little, Christina Loves Planning. When I got her stuff, it came in this nice little Ziploc-y bag envelope thing. So I've been using it to store random stuff in. So here's the groceries one. And this tracker was almost done anyway, so I'll just get a new tracker for this. And I know there's a couple of other categories in my wallet that need a new tracker, so I'm just gonna pull out 3 of these new ones. And then I will grab my handy pen here. I just write groceries on this one, and today is the 13th, and it's just for cash stuffing, and I will be cash stuffing $100, so I'm just gonna write $100 here. And these spending trackers I got from Taylor Budgets. Again, I haven't been to her shop in a little bit, so I don't know if she still has these, but likely so. And I'm just going to pop this right here. And I'm going to do a 50, 2 20s, and a 10, which is pretty on brand for what I normally would put in here. So 50, 70, 90, 100. Fold that in half. And pop that right on in the envelope. The next one that I have is gas. And per the process, I'm just gonna write that in here, and gas is getting $50. And I typically, because I don't have to drive that often, I typically end up with leftovers in this category, but I still keep putting the same amount in there because you just never know. So 20, 40, 50. But I really don't go anywhere like that. So, and if I do go somewhere, it's really not that far. The next category is shopping. Shopping is getting $30 this pay period. And that will just be a 20 and a 10, so 20, 30. And I'll pop that right in here. Oops, not it going crazy. Okay, there we go. The next category I have is for dining, and this is separate from like dates and stuff. This is if like I'm by myself and I don't know, choose to work remotely somewhere that's not my home office, and I want to buy lunch or something. Like that is really what this is for. I think normally I would put like $50 in here, but I don't really think I need that much. So I'm going to bump it down to 25, and we'll see how that goes. Honestly, I just don't think I need to be spending that much on dining out. So 25 is like, okay, pick and choose when you're going to do it. 20 and 5. As opposed to, oh yeah, I know I have this money, let me just go spend it just because it's there. Now I have to be intentional about when I'm going to dine out, whether I'm going to do it in the first place, who I'm doing it with, because that's also important. So for outside, and this is really just my activities category, I like I will show you, I rarely use this. There have been a couple of times that we have, but like I hardly use this category. So I'll put for 613 cash stuffing, and this is $30. Yeah, we probably should like try to find more things to do, but it just 20 and 30. There's just nothing. At least at this point in time, there's nothing. So, which is good because then I can take this and put it into a sinking fund or put it towards debt or something else at the end of the pay period. I don't roll over my categories. I think I tried to at some point, and I kind of didn't like how it worked for me, so I stopped doing it. So now anytime there's anything left over in these categories, I'll either pop it in some sinking fund somewhere or put it towards debt or something like that. This is the work category, so this is for like work lunch, if I buy lunch at work. And usually this is like pre-planned, whether I will or will not. I usually don't like bring my lunch and then say, yeah, I'm not going to eat that. No, I usually know ahead of time whether I'm going to buy lunch or not. It usually so happens if I'm like lazy in the morning and don't 20-30 and don't want to figure out what I'm doing for lunch, which is usually a result of me not meal prepping or not doing something the day before. So that's $30 in the work lunch category. And then the other category is $50. This ends up being for just who knows what that isn't in an actual category, or I haven't figured out what category to pull something from, or there's like an overage. It's something. It's just a good backup. I typically use this category. The last pay period I didn't for whatever reason, which is fine and good. But I typically do end up using this category for something. Oops. So that's just going to be $50, 20, 40, 50, right into this envelope. And then the next category are dates. This like always gets used, which is good because, you know, quality time and whatnot is always good. And I usually, because this was a new spending tracker, typically I put $100 in there. The last pay period I only put 50 because I think I was traveling or he was traveling. Somebody was traveling, so I knew that we weren't going to be doing that many dates, etc. So that's why it was 50 before. But this one, it's typically $100, and that's good. So I do a 50, 2 20s, and a 10. It's 50, 70, 90, 100. And we'll pop that right into the envelope. The next category we have are snacks. So like if I want, I don't know, like a coffee or bubble tea or something, or like an empanada. There's a place that has really good empanadas. If I want something like that, I will take it from this little snacks envelope. Because it's usually, these things aren't planned for. Oh, and this is one of the categories that I think I wanted to change. Yeah, I'm going to actually change out this tracker. And the same thing for beauty, because once I write that the cash stuffing's there, I only have one more spot, and I usually will use up this, the cash in this envelope. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a new snacks tracker. Oops. and this gets $20. And hopefully these don't pop out on me. There we go. So I do 2 10s for this. So 10, 20 into the snacks envelope. And then beauty is the last category. And again, I'm just gonna change out this tracker because I only have 2 left at the bottom. And I've got this one to change it out with. Let me move this so I can do beauty. And beauty gets $50 this week because I know I am running out of my face cleanser. And just in case there's something else that pops up, the face cleanser I'm pretty sure usually runs me about like 30, maybe a little under $30 or like just about $30. So I figure I might as well I'll put 50 in there just in case there's something else that I run out of that I'm not thinking about. But for 50, this will be the last of the cash. So 20, 40, and 50. This envelope will open. There we go. So that's all of my daily spend categories done and ready to go. Thanks for joining me and watching. And I'm very inconsistent with posting videos. I'm very inconsistent with recording them. So, I can't say, oh yeah, see you next week. No, I'll just see you when I do this again. But thanks everybody for watching. Bye.